G'day. So, we're having a crack today. We've made the base of our bit, but we're going to create the next part. So we're going to create the slider today. So I'm going up here, I'm going to create a new part studio. So there's a little plus down the bottom here, new part studio. Diddle-dee potatoes, out it comes. Now this time around, I'm feeling lucky. Let's do the front projection. So I'm going to make a sketch. I'm going to select front. I'm going to go normal to the sketch plane. So just the same as we did for our dovetail, we're just going to rough it out. Boom. But we've got a few dimensions we've got to sort out first. So let's get our dimensioning tool. We're going to do this dimension here to be 25 mil, same as what we had before. And we know that the height of this thing from there to there is also going to be 25 mil. Now, we've got to do one more dimension, which is the angular dimension, which was 76 degrees. Boom. And just like we did last time, we're going to do some constraints. So we're going to constrain that one and that one together so that they're always equal. We've got 25 and 25, that looks mint. So, next up, grab your little point tool, put your point on the midpoint. Then we're going to use that constraint, we're going to make something coincident, which means they both happen at the same place. Boom and boom. Oh no, she's not happy. Great Scott, did I muck it up? I did indeed. Coincident. Select the origin, select that. Yeah, well that doesn't need to be coincident to that. Oh, jeez. Let's just move it then, fine. Move it there. Alright, boom. That'll be fine. Now I should be able to make a coincident. So that's a little trick. If you get something that's accidentally become constrained, go up here to your search tools, select all your bit first, search tools, and that was the transform tool. And you can just drag it across somewhere. So, we got our slider. Happy with that. Everything's constrained. We grab it, we extrude it out. We're going to make our ones 50 mil, dot symmetric again, and hit the boom, and let's see what the day has brought. That looks pretty good. Righto. Now, next up, we got to put a hole in the top. So select top face of your item, and then we're going to do a new sketch on that. Once again, going normal to the plane, we're going to see it. Right, so we got that there. Everything is symmetrical around that origin, but if it wasn't, we'll just deal with as if it wasn't. So we're going to make what we call a construction line, just to make us a little bit easier. We're going to select that center and center, and then we're going to do the same. Make sure it's a construction line from there to there. And that should give us our center right there. So we take our circle tool, bang, and we're going to do it to 8 mils. There's our 8 mil hole. We're done with that, so let's finish our sketch. We're going to extrude it. This time we're removing, and we're going to make our hole 20 mil deep. Let's have a bit of a squeeze. Oh my gosh, that looks pretty good. Boom, done. So, we've done our assembly. I'm going to give that part a name. So, we're going to name it really, really creatively. Slider. Jeez, I could go for a slider right now, actually. And what we're going to do, we're going to select that, and we're going to make a drawing. Now, with your drawings, I'm going to show you how I do it. It's relatively straightforward. I'm going to select the on-shape ones, millimeters, 4 views, click OK. And what it does is it actually creates your own drawing. It's pretty straightforward, makes life a bit easier. So here's my drawing. Now, I've got to go through and add dimensions, but I need to know that hole. I want to see that hole on this view. So what I can do, right click, and I want to show hidden lines. And then you can see there's that hole that's been drilled in it. So I'm going to chuck some dimensions on there now. So we know that this is 25 mil. It's probably a little bit low, Miss Tiger, but she's there. Let's move her up a bit. And I'm going to chuck this dimension on as well. It's 20 mil. And this one to this one. Let's do that right, that one there. Maybe I'll do it on the other side. Other side might make a bit more sense. It's not cluttering up my diagram as much. Delete, get it right. That one, and that one. 76 degrees. Beautiful. Righto. So we now know how wide it is. We know how deep the hole is. We've got a few more dimensions to put on. Need the length in that dimension. Ooh, did I get it spot on? It looks a little bit off. And I'm going to need there to the center there, which is 12.5, halfway. And I guess we can also put that dimension there in as well. Lots of dimensions all sorted. And lastly, to do your hole, hole's actually fairly straightforward. You just go that one there, dimension tool, that one there, and it'll give you a number 8 hole. Sound as pound. All done. Thanks, lads.